What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Connor the Condor, Erdy, Nadawa, Ultra Viper, and Aiden Winter for being members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/ultrastate. Link in the description.
Yeah.
And today we're going for a build I apparently haven't done in literal years. It's been a while. And it's such a simple build. It's just big architect blade.
Okay.
You'd think I've done it more often, but blade scares me, so I don't. Look, I'll even give you your Halo shield. I know how much you love it.
I do.
You're a Halo shield boy.
I like the Halo shield. It's favorite shield.
You like the series Halo?
I have only played a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah, only a little.
Weird.
Yeah.
Regeneration early is probably fine. Also got him. Magnitude is great, but see a heavy caliber, take a heavy caliber.
Yeah.
Any build of the Chungus variety requires this basic knowledge of see a heavy caliber, take a heavy caliber. And that's potentially 3 heavy calibers right there. So, starting off, we're getting a lot of setup and not a lot of substance.
It's.
Alright. Just kind of poke these guys around. Try not to take too much damage. While I instead just take all of the damage.
Pretty much. That was a... Yeah. I'm going to pretend that blade wrap was, like, super mega calculated.
It kind of was. I was wrapping for health, but I knew that the blade would come back around. We'll grab a polar inversion. Blast radius is nice. When my blade starts exploding, it'll pull people into the explosion, which is nice. All these things are nice.
Is the blade gonna explode super often?
It will explode as often as I want it to. I can literally make it explode anytime I want.
Oh, that's true.
Because all I have to do is hit the button again while it's out, and it auto explodes.
Well, then here's a question then, because I know you had mentioned wanting to give the shield to the blade.
Yeah.
But the idea behind giving the shield to the blade would be so that you could have boost, have a little bit of fire damage on your attacks.
And when the shield explodes, it's going to do more explosion damage because I'm going to get the thing. Oh.
Whoa, there's a lot of things there.
Oh, okay. My brain says heavy caliber, and my heart says grandeur because it's potentially more heavy calibers.
It's true.
All right, we're going big. There's your Ataraxia.
Yeah, but you're gonna be busy this time.
Yeah. I'll grab a Candescence early.
Yeah. So my thought on there, by the way. So if you have the shield pop, it can do damage. But if instead you went with no shield, doesn't that increase the... Does that actually increase the hull of your constructs, or just the... Just the regen?
It just increases the regen.
Okay.
And I want my blade to be exploding anyway.
Well, yes, but the explosion on constructs is based on their health.
Yes. But again, they don't get more health. They just get regen.
Well, yeah, that's why I was asking.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get purification because that's going to reduce our weapon damage by quite a bit.
Yes.
So this is as far as I go into the Candescence tree, because both corrosion and also, purification reduce weapon damage, and I don't want that. But by getting Purge, that means that we can get Deflag later.
Yes.
So Splinter and Elegant Construction are both good. I'm going to get Splinter first, I think. rapid reconstruction, or not rapid reconstruction, just the rate of fire increase one is also one that I'm going to get eventually, because that's just more potential blades. If my blade comes back, I get my blade back immediately. If my blade explodes, I gotta rebuild it, which is fast, but it could be faster.
Yeah.
An evolutionary niche does mean bigger blade. So I think I just gotta do it, right? And it gives my blade more hull as well. So.
Does it make the blade bigger?
50% improved damage, rate of fire, and something. It gives it more damage and more hull. I don't know if it physically makes it bigger, but okay. It makes it bigger in the sense that it's a chunkier blade.
Okay. Good to know. And in that case, a chunkier blade will make the blade explosion do more damage.
Correct. Let's just make these things explode. That was a satisfying explosion, just all around the thing.
Yeah.
Let's see, heavy caliber. Take a heavy caliber.
Considering you skipped it a few times.
And it felt bad.
I know.
But I think it was correct. But it wasn't my favorite thing to do. Also, getting some thruster at some point is probably not a terrible idea, because I did take 3 Grand Tours.
Yes. And you're taking charge shot.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be taking like Rancor and stuff. Like, mobility is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm just going to grab it right now that we're talking about it. Oh, man. I can get Warp Strike with this build.
Yes, you could. It would. Would it let the blade's shots traverse the screens?
I think it would, but other than that...
Just rapid concentrated blast, not bad. Rapid fire is pretty good.
I like concentrated blast because it brings us closer to antimatter rounds, which makes our blade stronger and hit harder and be bigger. And then that goes into rupture, and then rupture gives us deflag.
There you go.
So concentrated blast.
Up.
Oh, goodbye, friend.
That's okay. Just go give him a hug. Halo shield.
I just need to get the shield on my blade so that my blade gives them hugs. It's nothing like getting a hug from Wesley Snipes.
I bet he gives good hugs.
You think?
I think.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Allergic to hugs?
I'm not.
Oh.
I might be allergic to Wesley Snipes. I don't know.
Oh, that's just sad.
I'm as allergic to Wesley Snipes as Wesley Snipes is allergic to taxes.
That's rude.
That wasn't very nice.
What if he was watching?
I'm sorry, Mr. Snipes. I actually really love your work. It was a low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry.
There you go. Ooh, I could go for some fruit.
What kind?
Oh,
what's your fruit of choice?
It depends on the mood. So I think that fruit of choice is probably You got a lot of options there.
Yeah, I mean, evolutionary niche is the rarest one that makes my blade bigger.
That's true. So I really like pears, but pears are also fairly light on flavor most of the time.
Yeah, I've never been a big pear guy.
I like pears. I like pineapple, but, pineapple literally dissolves your tongue as you eat it, so I can't eat in extreme quantities.
Yeah, I've grown to enjoy pineapple over the years, but pineapple does start to hurt after a while.
Yes. I still enjoy pineapple, though. It's like, pineapple is my spice, right? Like, a lot of people are just like, oh, give me, like, the hottest hot wings that you could possibly hot. And I'm like, that's crazy. I ought to still be able to taste my food. Pineapple, I think, serves that similar purpose. It's like, if I want pain on my food, pineapple's a great way to go, because it's also flavorful.
If I want pain.
It's a pain-apple.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah.
I do really like apples. It feels like saying that apple is best fruit is, like, the boring answer.
Yeah. I think I agree with that on all counts. I think apples are fine, but I think it is a boring answer.
Again, your blade was just like, screw you, Shield, I'm killing him anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's rude! That was the rudest thing. They're like, you may kill me, but I'll make you regret it.
That was pretty sad. See, I like grapes. But again, grapes are.
I think I take the heavy caliber because it's rarer.
Yeah, you do.
It's like I want to strike it singularly, but it can wait.
Oh, that's big already.
Yeah, this is pre-singular strike.
And then grapes are good. White grapes over red grapes.
I don't think I have a grape color preference.
They're both very good, though. Like, I'm not going to be mad if there's one or the other. Avoid! That's because you took 2 evolutionary niches.
Yes. I mean, that is absolutely accurate. I hit a rock.
Yeah. Let's see. I like watermelon in the right context. It's a good summer fruit. It blends well into like a nice summer like smoothie.
I've never liked watermelon as much as everyone else seems to like watermelon.
It's not. Watermelon is a fairly light flavor again. Similar to pears. It's you get watermelon flavored things, and watermelon flavored things are stronger watermelon flavor than watermelon. Like, I've never had an actual watermelon, and gone, man, that's like super watermelon flavor. Nah, you want watermelon flavor, you're getting like sherbet or like a watermelon roll from Friendly's.
I don't like any of those things either. I think I'm just not a fan of that flavor profile.
Yeah, you're allowed. Try watermelon with a little bit of salt.
I've heard that before.
It gives it a different taste. Let's see. So I kind of like a lot of different fruits for a lot of different reasons. I like strawberries, but I can't just sit there and eat buckets of them like some people can. I need my strawberries to like go with something.
The second I give away my shield, there's the swarm of angry.
Yeah. So like a chocolate fondue goes great with strawberries.
I just generally like most berries. I like strawberries, I like blueberries, I like raspberries. Raspberries being the best one.
Though I will say, like, strawberry shortcake is like the best dessert. So you give me a good strawberry shortcake. That's big. That's almost as big as you are.
I think it's bigger than I am at this point.
Pretty close.
And then I just gotta be careful. I just gotta live my life carefully, which is not something that I typically do.
Yeah. That's the other reason that I'm not a huge Shielded Constructs fan, because it's like, you're giving away your shield, but your shield is just no longer protecting you. There are some builds where that's fine because the shield is protecting you via just being out and about. This one ain't one of them. That shield is now pure offense.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, still got him through his orbs. Nice.
Oh, you know what? I live in here now. There we go. Everything's fine. Oh, well, I mean...
Morbig?
Hard to say no to Morbig.
There's Rancor.
There is Rancor.
Ooh.
Ah.
Does burnout reactors do anything good here?
Yes, it does. It's probably correct for this build. Our construct will take damage, but we sort of want it to die anyway.
It's rate of fire, assembly speed.
Weirdly enough, not just because there's a certain percentage of our audience that demands it, but I think that this is correct.
You have a lot of wild mods that will definitely help with swarms.
Yes, the swarms is the reason why I'm like, I think this is actually correct to take. But it was real sad because there's so many other things there that I would love to have taken.
Yeah.
Okay. But I will say this is the first time since that's become a thing where I think that the build was made expressly and significantly better for it, as opposed to it being just like a useful side thing. I think this is more than that. Also got him. Just took a second.
That was special, honestly.
Oh, look at all these supply trains just coming in. Okay. Shield effect radius isn't bad.
Yeah, but I don't think you needed that much.
Alright. D-flag is good, but I think antimatter rounds is better. Shield cooldown is also one that I'm going to want to get at some point. Because not only is shield cooldown, but then volatile shields is great. And then flash shielding is also great. Because we want to Tempest this up. But this is big damage. And also, big blade. My favorite part is look how tiny it is on the front of my ship. And then it's just full Rita Repulsa. Make my blade grow.
I've never seen a ton of Power Rangers. Like, I get the reference, but I've just never seen that much of it.
You didn't watch it much as a kid?
No. My parents didn't like it for some reason.
I mean, probably because they had taste, but
Boost.
it was fun to watch occasionally as a kid. I was kind of slightly too old for it demographic wise, so I didn't watch much of it. But it happened. I watched the movie Secret of the Ooze or whatever it was.
Secret of the Ooze. Wait, wasn't that Turtles?
They both had ooze-related movies. The 90s was a very oozy time.
I suppose there was a Ghostbusters movie with ooze, too.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
what was it with the 90s and ooze?
Nickelodeon, probably.
Well, Nickelodeon just had their slime, yeah.
Yeah, but that's basically an ooze.
Basically.
I think that's what started the trend.
That's not a bad winnow.
This is a consideration. The only thing I'd potentially feel bad about is if I don't take Velocity, that means that I won't get Calibrate. Calibrate's nice, and Incendiary Strike's not bad either.
That's true. And
But
look at it this way. Winnow also makes you smaller.
it makes me smaller, but
Right, it makes you smaller.
But that makes the blade bigger by comparison.
That's true.
It would get rid of a lot of things I don't want to look at.
It's true.
I think it's worth it.
Okay. I'm a little sad because you rarely take Incendiary Strike, and I really like Incendiary Strike.
Again, it's better for big single hit damage, and the blade doesn't do that. The blade chops. Like, it's a multi-chopper blade.
But does it slap?
Oh, this blade slaps.
It slaps and it chops?
Yes.
Tacos, fettuccine,
Linguini, bikini.
martini, bikini.
Oh.
That is such a specific reference. I wonder...
I mean, the slap chop was pretty well known.
How many boosts did you just pick up?
I'm very boosted. You know what I shake right now? Hidden power.
Well, actually, both of those two at the top would both kill you.
They wouldn't be great.
Uh,
We're gonna re-roll right past both of them. I think.
I swear I heard you pick up like 4 or 5 boosts in there, and I was like, what the heck?
Pretty boost heavy. We're gonna work towards getting power reserves, I think.
Power reserves is good. Because you just want strafe, right?
Everyone wants me to take strafe at all times, and I'm bad at strafe. And people are going to have to accept that. People are like, get better at strafe. And I'm like, I don't want to. You can't make me.
I mean, that's true.
You're not my real dad.
Now, if you ever see Lee playing Nova Drift on stream, you could potentially throw money at him to get him to be better at strafe.
I mean, that is true. I have occasionally set it up where you can donate to tell me what my next upgrade is. You could force it on me.
Can't force him to use it, but...
Yeah, but you can't force me to take it.
You can lead a strafe, but you can't make him...
Strafe.
Do.
Come here, Snaky. You gotta chop up all your bits.
That seems rude.
It doesn't just seem rude. It definitely is rude. There's a lot of supply train going on today.
Yeah?
Oh, it's another boost. There we go. All these good options. As weird as it is, I think Deadly Wake is the correct option.
You think so?
Just because I think Tempest Break is where I need to be. Deflag is great. Mastery is great. Power Reserve is great. But I don't have Rancor yet, so I don't... Well, no, I do have Rancor.
You do.
Okay, so I should probably take Power Reserves. But
if you didn't realize that you didn't have that you had Rancor, then maybe you don't need Power Reserves as much as you think you did.
It definitely helps though. Mobility is
it does
key in this game.
But look, if your mentality was I could be slower,
it's not I could be slower. I never want to be slower. It's just sometimes you accept that you are slower.
Because you accepted your slowness to the point where you thought you could have been forced into slower because you thought you were missing the big slow mod.
Oh, for once the comet hits him in the right direction. That's so rare. Let's try not to get hit by all of those bullets. Oh, God! I was like, bravado, finally, and then I see stonks. I'm like, oh, dang it. I have to take stonks.
You should probably take stonks.
I have to take stonks.
Here's the thing. I will also say, you're on wave 95, and you've got 3 heavy calibers so far. This is a travesty.
But we got a lot of other things built up. It's fine.
It's true. But this blade could be bigger.
It could always be bigger. There's no limit on bigness. I also don't have my shield tempested yet. I think I'm gonna keep holding off on deflag because I think deflag is great, but I think it's a later on great. I need the shield cooldown. I think shield cooldown is much too important for me not to have it yet.
The only thing I'm thinking of is if you're full on tempest breaking with your shield, how often are things going to be burning?
Well, I also want to eventually get a galvanic, and between that and then the tempest break and then all of that stuff, and the fact that I have burnout reactors and all that.
Okay. I feel like we gotta get you blink at some point in the near future too.
Yeah, well, that's another side benefit.
Oh boy. Those lasers could potential. Your little wee woos.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
Oh, very wee woos.
Everything is fine.
Oh, it's not fine.
Oh, that's really annoying. I had everything going for me except for
You did?
blink. It turns out blink is always important.
Blink is always important.
You can't get a big blade unless you're gonna also blink.
Yeah, blink blade. Yeah, it's because because the problem there is you didn't really have the wave clear still. Discord orbs is nice, but it doesn't have the big wave clear.
Correct.
And then the blade itself is neat, but it's just not enough single target damage.
Yeah, and especially, the last time I did this was long enough ago where the game wasn't as hard as it is now.
That's also true.
On the levels that I play anyway. So, it wasn't that viable before, but now it's really not as viable. But look, you gotta try out these builds again to learn that. So it was a learning experience. And I'm sure people could be like, you could have played it better, you could have did this, you could have did that. Fine,
yeah, but
like everyone has things that they're better at and worse at. If you're better at Blade, great, play it.
Yeah, sometimes the game is just not nice.
Yeah, and that's very often with this game. This game doesn't like me very much.
Well, especially now that you're on Annihilation, right? Like,
no, of course.
You're playing in the big boy leagues.
Yeah. And I don't think Big Boy Blade can survive in Big Boy League. But now we know. No one gets after battle, etc., etc.
Yeah, Joe.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.